Good evening, I'm William Gangware.
And I'm Victoria Din.
When I heard that Victoria and I were chosen as graduation speakers, I'll admit I was a little worried. If you had been in her English classes since middle school, you would be too. So, rather than risking the humiliation of having our two speeches compared, I instead conned her into working together.
Thanks, Will. But in reality, we both agreed that giving this speech together would better illustrate what it means to go to RB and everything that we've built up in these past 4 years. Remember, we are RB. Intimidating. The cavernous gym, the endless aisles of clubs, the masses of blue and white clad seniors. It was the sheer magnitude of possibility that frightened me. Even now, I can feel the pit of my stomach give way to nerves as I slowly and silently, all the while praying that no one would talk to me, collected pamphlets from art club, Tri-M, TV, wrestling, until I wasn't even aware of what I was picking up. For me, it all seemed like too much.
But we all found our niche. We discovered hidden talents and passions, whether it was working afternoons in auto, spending Saturdays at Wabanzi Woods, or even preparing fine cuisine during lunch. And ever so slowly, we became a part of this incredible culture of interests. Without even realizing it, our activities ceased to be just something we did, and instead became something very real, a part of us. A chance meeting became a weekly commitment, until eventually it was us leading the meetings. Our voices heard at We Are RB. It's been a growth process.
And of course, you can't overlook our schoolwork. On the first day of freshman year, we were all terrified of the unfamiliar names and faces of our new teachers. Could we handle Maya and Kokfazer's biology class while still having a life? Were the high school teachers really as ruthless as everyone made them out to be?
Yes.
We had no idea what to expect, and we weren't sure we were ready.
As the years progressed, we grew from freshmen to seniors, and our confidence grew as well. Regular classes became honors, and soon, honors gave way to advanced placement. Students broke apart from the mold and pursued electives of their liking. Our path soon became a crossroads of new and exciting opportunities. For the first time in our lives, we had real choices in pursuing our education.
And perhaps the most important aspect of this growth is the relationships we have forged. 10, 20, 50 years from now, we won't necessarily remember how to FOIL a polynomial or the order of the periodic table. What will remain are the friendships. Each and every one of us has been shaped, influenced, and aided by the men and women who surround you. Over 4 years, we have connected and learned what it means to really know someone. Teachers have become more than educators, more than mentors. Mere acquaintances have flourished into lifelong friendships. Through classes, through clubs, through sports, we have found each other. And today, we stand in a place that we could only have imagined freshman year.
Where we are today is where we've always wanted to be, right? Aren't we now the same people that we once tried to emulate? Well, we've gone through the rites of passage. The first day of school, the ACT, the pep assemblies with Caleb. Now, we're ready to head in our separate directions. But after tonight, everyone has accomplished nothing. There's this point of despair where you wonder what it will be like to leave behind all that's been built up in these past 4 years. It begs the question, was everything worth it?
Of course it was. We sit here today because of the past 4 years. Our high school careers have created these remarkable 324 individuals and given us a glimpse of who we can be in the future. Every single one of us has evolved into something unique, has established ourselves, and has influenced this community.
Take my physics table, for example. Sitting across from me, there's a college-bound soccer player who's dedicated to his guitar, a 3-sport athlete who's earning his pilot's license on the side, an oboe virtuoso with a knack for learning Russian, and a cheerleading captain who just happens to play the saxophone. It's unbelievable to think that these 4 students are just a small part of this student body's culture.
But it's more than just the volleyball player in your social class, or the poet who sits behind you in stats. These crazed 4 years have been worth it, not just because of the individuals of exceptional talent, but because of the community and incredible diversity that we have managed to create, and that has therefore shaped who we are. It's given us hope and belief in what we can achieve, and opened us up to possibilities that we didn't even know were available. It's allowed Will to be both an Eagle Scout and band president.
And Victoria, she's the cheerleader I mentioned earlier at my physics table. And the crazy thing is, neither of us is special. Sorry, Mom. Everyone here is teeming with talent, and we are but 2 examples of this.
So we stand before you today, not as 2 separate speakers,
But as one. Alone, we have our merits and achievements to define us.
but together, we are something greater, a representation of what can be achieved.
Today, we are not just our individual aspirations, our test scores, or even ourselves.
Today, we are one.
We are the class of 2007.